Assalamu alaikum. Lessons on Racism, Part 2. Well, I was in Illinois River in Canton, Illinois, post 9/11. And at this time, they were doing everything to the Muslims, or whatever it was, they was doing it. But that's another story. But they took me to segregation along with 3 other brothers for whatever reason. That's another time. But I left there and went to Mount Sterling, Illinois. No sooner I got out the van, they say, "Welcome to hell." Like they try to intimidate you and all type of stuff. But this time I was already locked up a while. But they put me in the cell because I went segregation to segregation. They put me in the cell with the white supremacists. And the only reason why I know, again, he a white supremacist, he had 3 knighthoods on his arm. And that is the Klan outfit. They had the Klan outfit on. And they had the hangman's noose in each of them hand. So I'm sitting there like, and this joker looked like the Undertaker. So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I got to go and put my woo-woo together just in case it kick off, because I'm not going like that. So I'm in the cell. We haven't said nothing to each other for like 2 months. Think about being a small cell. Not even a 8 by 11. It might have been smaller than that. But we was there. I was in there for like close to 2 months before we even said one word to each other. And the one word, well, the words started to happen when, and I'm going to explain this for people who don't know, but in segregation, you have what's called a chuck hole. They put your food in there and they shut it back. That's how you get your food. You don't even come out to the cell. If you look at how they do dogs and stuff, actually they do them a little better. But us, they put the food in there and that's it. This time, me and my cellie, we was asleep. So we thought we didn't hear the food and we didn't. So he said something like, you know, you in segregation, you starving. You get 3 meals a day. All of them won't even feed a 5-year-old. I'm talking about you starving in there, boy. You eating toothpaste, tissue. I ain't gonna even keep going. I'm gonna go and get to the store. But he asked like, "Hey, did they bring the trays by?" I say, hell, I don't know. I didn't hear anything. Well, I don't have my food. I said, I don't have mine either. Then what? I say, man, we got to call up there to see what's happening. So he get to hollering all out the chuck hole. They ain't saying nothing. He hollering and carrying on. So I start kicking on the door. I'm kicking on the door. Then he start kicking on the door. We did this probably for about 5, 6, 7 minutes. It felt like 20 minutes. Because we studied kicking on the door. And in Mount Sterling, they let you fight. If they hear something and all rumbling and stuff, they not coming until they don't hear nothing else. So I'm just thinking that's what that is again. So they come running, the lieutenants, all the white shirts, and 4 regular officers. They come looking, what's going on here? What's up? What's up? Say, man, we ain't get our food. Man, we want to eat, man. They look like, all right, get them their food. I'm like, man, in my mind, I'm like, man, that was quick. What the hell they doing? I don't know if I even want this. They said that quick. So I'm like, man, what they on? They bring the food back. Did he get his? I get mine, because he never, when they put the food in there, he get his food, I get mine. They put mail in there, he grab his mail, I grab mine. We stayed segregated up in that bitch. And it didn't bother me at all. I don't mess with you, you don't mess with me. Simple as that. But he was like, man, why they didn't give us the food? I'm like, man, you worry about the wrong thing, man. And we left it at that. But an officer came by, a young dude. He just started working now. I could tell he was green as a pool table. They probably corrupted him by now. But he say, man, y'all all right? I'm like, all right for what? What's up? Man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. They had a bet how long it was gonna take before y'all fight and who was gonna win. I'm like, damn, that's what they on? But I already know this because I've seen this happen in other institutions. You know, they like to see us fight up in there. So the guy was like, man, that's fucked up. Man, how y'all trying to do woo? I say, hey, calm down. You're going to make this situation a lot worse. I know you're a white boy, but these people down here, they don't give a damn. They going to use you, bro. He's like, damn, that's messed up, man. So I ain't even asked who they thought was going to win or how long it was going to be. I didn't care. He spent off. So dude was like, I can't believe they was going to do that. I say, bro, I don't know what world you live in, but the world I live in, this happens all the time. I'm always up against stuff like this nonsense. So he was like, I just can't believe it. That's crazy. He was real messed up in his head that they was going to let that happen. And he was in there for stealing some gym shoes. Then I found out that he found my name. He ran my name from his girl and told him what I was in there for murder. So we really didn't say nothing. I guess he was like, I ain't finna deal with this one. And in that cell too, you might be tall like the Undertaker. I don't care. I already made me a poke him up. I was ready to go. But what I want to say is, and I made him recognize this, what brought us together, even though whatever thoughts was there, whatever he thought of me, whatever I thought of him, we both was hungry. We came to understanding that these people gonna feed us because we hungry. We felt it in our stomach and our soul and our back. So the lesson is, racism is a cancer. But being human, that's what you have to learn. You have to learn that being a human supersedes any race, any gender, any other thing. Because being a human, we know what it feels like to be hungry. We know what it feels like to be thirsty. And right there, that was used for us to come together to get these people to stop. And they gave us our food. But at the same time, we wasn't cool or nothing, or friends, but we actually started talking. He even read a book that I had. And then he said something crazy that I know he was just didn't make no sense. He said, man, I ain't never met a black guy that's as smart as you like that. I say, you be around a lot of black guys? He said, no. I said, you probably should then, because them white boys wasn't teaching you nothing. We wasn't cool or nothing. But he got out of SIG and I stayed in there to finish my sentence. I hope y'all got something out of that. Peace.